Well, hey folks, and welcome to Solar Cabin Channel. I've got a real treat for you. I'm going to do something different than I've done in the past. I'm going to teach you how to design your own tiny house, off-grid house, or house on wheels. And what I'm going to be using for a demonstration is an 8 by 16 house that can be modified in many different ways to be built either on the ground as its own unit, or it can be built on wheels on a trailer like this. And the trailer that I'm using is a 7 by 16 trailer, also called a car hauler, which is commonly available, sells brand new for about $3,500, or you may be able to pick one of these up a lot cheaper. Or you can build this unit directly on the ground, and I will show you how to build it either on foundation blocks like I used for my cabin, or it could be built on a cement pad, or it could even be built on skids. There's a lot of different ways you can build this. And I'm going to show you around these units first before we get into how to design your unit. I'm going to show you all the different ways that this little 8 by 16 can be used. And it is really, I think, probably one of the best sizes to build if you're building either on wheels or building your own off-grid cabin, simply because it doesn't require any special cutting, doesn't require any special building skills. Just about anyone, if you can draw a straight line and you can cut a straight line, you can build this off-grid cabin or tiny house on wheels. So let me explain what we have here. First, what you want to do is you want to go to my website, simplesolarhomesteading.com. Up at the top, you will see a link for 8 by 16 house on wheels design SketchUp. Download that. That is this program right here, okay? And if you don't have SketchUp installed, you can get the free version. Now, I use SketchUp version 8. That's the old version, but the reason I do that is because before Google took over SketchUp, SketchUp had a lot of features that were designed for more advanced artists and draftsmen like I am. And so I use the old version that has a lot of different features in it. But it is the same, it has the same basic features as the free version of SketchUp Make. And you can go get SketchUp Make, just Google SketchUp Make, and you can go download that for free. And then you can upload this into your SketchUp version, either using version 8 or the new SketchUp Make. And then you can follow along with what I'm doing here for the design. And you will have all of these different features and all of the different components that you can use in your own design. Okay? So I've taken a lot of the work out of it for you. Okay? I've made it a lot easier for anyone that wants to design one of these units. So what we're going to start with is we're going to design an 8 by 16, and I've just got the rough framing shown here. Now what I did here is just an 8 by 16 with 2 by 4 framing, and I'll zoom in here a little bit closer. This is on 2 by 4 framing. Got to let the camera adjust here for a second. This is an 8 by 16 with 2 by 4 framing on 2 by 6 flooring with 2 by 6, we jumped around there, with 2 by 6 rafters, okay? Very basic construction. Now you notice I don't show any doors or windows in this unit except on this back end. That's because where you place your doors and windows is completely optional. It's entirely up to you and will depend on the floor plan that you're going to use. And that's what I'm going to show you here. These are the different floor plans that can be used for this design. This is basically a design that I borrowed from an RV design. And I adapted it to be used for this 8 by 16 house on wheels design. And this is a really nice design in that the floor plan, it has a lot of room. Okay, it has a queen size. This is a queen size bed over here. Underneath the bed, you have storage. You have more storage that you can put underneath here. I don't show the doors, but you can put more storage underneath the bed. You've got storage cabinets above the bed. You've got storage cabinets. You've got a small kitchen unit with a 2-burner stove. shelving and storage underneath it. This is an RV style fridge, and this is designed to size. So this is an RV style fridge here, and a place for a microwave, cabinets up above for food storage. And then in this unit, now these are all optional. You can change the where these are and how you have this set up, but I really like these built-in units because they take up a lot less space. So here I've got a restaurant style booth, big enough for 2 people. And these units, these 8x16 units, would be a good size for 2 people. With the addition, you could go with 4 people, but for these 8x16s, I would say this is a good size for 2 people. And I show over here, I've got a flat screen TV, and I've got some book storage up above the bed there. And then this has a RV-style tub. This is an actual tub, but it is not a tub like you'd have in your house. It's a little bit shorter and not as deep, but it still allows you to take a sit bath, and especially women like that so they can shave their legs and whatever. But it also acts as a shower, so I've got it set up there. I've got the shower, okay, and I've got an RV-style push pedal toilet shown in here. You could use a composting toilet if you want, or you could use just an RV-style porta potty if you want, or you can buy these fairly cheap, these RV-style toilets that don't have a tank on the back of them. They take up less room, and then they flush into a gray water system or a black water system. And then I just got a little cabinet in there showing that for the bathroom. And then you can see I've got a lot of nice room in here for you to enter. 2 big windows over the booth. And then I've got, as you come in, you could put another small sink, or you could put other equipment right in here. Here's your RV-style propane stove, more cabinets, and here's your closet for your clothes storage, okay? So you've got a lot in that little unit right there. You got a lot of storage space and a real nice design for 2 people, okay? Just a really good general design for 2 people with the bed, and I like this. The bed is on the first floor. Okay, your bed can also act as a couch. You can sit on the edge of it here if you got more people. But it's on the first floor. So us older people that don't like to get into lofts, this is a really good design. If you don't like a loft on your house, which I have a loft in my cabin, but generally I can tell you climbing up a ladder when you get older with bad knees and a bad back isn't the best design. So these are mostly designed for a person that doesn't want to get up in a loft. However, you can build these little loft, and that's the other design I show here. We'll go over here. Whoops, not that one. This one here. If you want to build this up, then it's easy to do. Instead of the 8x16, you now on this back side here, you go up to 10 feet, okay? And that gives you room for your loft. And your loft, then you can have a queen-size bed up in your loft, and you'd have a ladder here to access the loft, and you can put windows wherever you want in this. Okay, I would put a window on this back side over here, but this gives you a queen-size bed loft if you want a loft, and then that gives you the room. We'll just pull this off. Whoops. Take me just a second here. I got to hide this so we can show you underneath. Okay, without the loft. Then I've changed the design. You can see that I've moved the door. Instead of the door being on this end over here, I just shifted the door to the front end. Okay, I've got a door in the front end over here. Same basic cabinets that you have, although I show this with one of those small apartment-style washer dryers. And these are really nice. You can get these that'll run off just 110 volt. They run off 110, and because it's right next to the bathroom, all you do is just run the hose through to the shower, and you run the water out that way. So I've got that set up here. You've got your place for your clothes storage. Same bathroom design. I've still got the RV-style tub and toilet in here, but I changed the kitchen around so it faces the other direction. And since you've got a loft bed, you're going to be sleeping up in the loft, now you've got space for a living area. And I did a really nice design here. On this back side, I actually did 2 French doors. Now, this is just optional. You could have windows here. You don't have to have French doors. But I really like this design with this open look in here. And I've got a couch. And this can be a couch bed. This can be one of those sofas that folds down into another bed. So this would actually sleep 4 people. You'd have 2 people up in the loft, or 2 people or 1 person down here. I've got a nice kitchen unit, the RV stove, and I still put the booth-style restaurant in this one here. It's got the booth-style restaurant. And I've got storage up above for the kitchen and up above here. And on this other side, just to add some ideas for how you can do these really nice, here's a propane-style fireplace. Okay, you can have your own little fireplace, and there's your flat screen TV. So this is a really nice, and still this is just an 8x16. The only difference is I added up so that you could have a loft bedroom on this design. Now, that's a nice little floor plan. I like this. It's got nice room in here, very open, very easy to access everything. Corner bathroom, washer, dryer, fireplace, a couple of French doors in there, okay? Nice living area, and then up above you would have your loft bedroom, okay? So that's another way that you can design this 8x16. So now I'm going to rotate around. Now, I think that this 8x16 would also be a really good design for people that have limited abilities or possibly in a wheelchair, for a single person, okay? And I've designed this so that it has the features that make it easy to access for a person who has limited mobility. I've got a nice wide door here that's wide enough for that's a regulation size to access for a wheelchair here. And I show a person here in a wheelchair just to show that they would have room to function and move around here. Instead of the booth, I've put in a bar-style kitchen, okay, with two bar-style stools down there. Here, I've moved the washer and dryer over to a unit over here. Here again, this would be your clothes closet and storage up here. You've got your, and I'll zoom in here. You've got your washer and dryer down here. And instead of a single bed, what I've put here is a day bed with storage underneath it. This is more accessible for a person in a wheelchair, okay? Because they can get in easily, they can get to their clothes and stuff that are underneath, and they've got the day bed for laying around, which also acts as a couch, okay? And then on this side, of course, I've got their flat screen TV, so you can watch TV while you're lounging and resting in your bed. Easy access to get in and out for a person that's in a wheelchair or just has limited mobility. You may not want this for a wheelchair, but you know, one thing that a lot of us older people have to consider is that at some point in our houses we may end up in a wheelchair or using a walker or a cane or something like that. So we need a house that will grow with us as we grow older so that it will still function. So this is a nice unit here for people that are considering that they may end up having to have a house that fits their disabilities. Again, this has a nice, I put a bigger sink in here. This has a 4-burner stove instead of the 2-burner stove, placed for a microwave. Now, if this was for a disabled person, I would put this microwave down on the counter here instead of up here. And you may want to lower these cabinets and stuff down if you're actually accessing these from a wheelchair. This is just for design ideas. Another good, nice storage cabinet with 2 drawers underneath it for your clothes. And here, instead of the RV fridge, I use a small apartment-style refrigerator, good for one person. Now, this bathroom on this unit, got to wait for this to catch up again. Now, the bathroom on this unit is really nice. In fact, I love this bathroom. I'd like to have done something like this in my cabin. You got 2 wide doors that just fold open, or it could be a pocket door that slides into the wall, but I would have folding bifold doors here. And then this has, I designed this with a walk-in tub. Now, you can actually build these. They're expensive to buy them, but you can actually make these, and they show you how to make them online. You can go and look at how to make those. This has a little door that you open up and then you close. It has a shower head, but it also can be filled and used as a sit tub, and it has a seat. So you've got a seat here. You can sit and bathe comfortably. Now, this is really good for a person that has leg or back or knee problems and has trouble getting in and out. A regular bathtub isn't very helpful for them. This is a really nice, deep tub that they can fill up and use here in their small house. I've still got that RV-style toilet. And then on this side, I put in a traditional-style sink with your medicine cabinets and your cabinets for storing your towels and toilet paper and all your bathroom goodies here in this unit here. Now, again, these are all adaptable. These are just for ideas. But I show these with all the different features. I even got, tile on the bathroom walls and, white beadboard skirting on these. Okay, you can change the colors on any of this too. You don't have to keep the colors that I use. I just go with kind of modern style colors, I think. Now, this is a really good floor plan. And you can see that the window here, the outside framing on this is the same as that first one, except I put 2 windows here in this back end. Instead of the French doors, now I've got 2 windows shown in here, day bed. And this would be a really great floor plan that could be built on the ground. I would suggest on the ground if it's for a person that is going to be having a wheelchair or something like that, because it'd make it a lot easier to access. But this could still be built on wheels. If you just like this design as a single person, it doesn't have to be just for a person that has disabilities. If you like the day bed instead of a regular bed and use it as your couch, this would be a really fantastic design for just a single person, or even 2 people if you want to build the loft. Like I showed you in that other one, you could still have the loft built up here with a full or a queen size bed up here, and use the day bed and couch down this way. Again, just another idea for a floor plan. Okay, now we're not even close to being done here. This one is designed to have the full size bed or the queen size bed like was in the first design, and instead of the booth, I've went with the bar and bar stools, which gives you a little bit more room in here. Okay, and a lot of people don't care about having a traditional table. So here you've got a couple of bar stools and a bar with a nice window up above it. And on this one, I kept the same bathroom that we have in that other unit. Okay, this still has the walk-in tub and shower, the kitchen sink over here. However, what I did differently is on this one, I put the washer and dryer in the bathroom. Okay, so now instead of having it out in the living room, you've got your washer and dryer right there in your bathroom, along with your sink and your storage for all your towels, and all your bathroom stuff goes in there. So that's another design idea. This is just another floor plan that can be done on that 8x16. And again, if you wanted to, you could still build the loft on this end over here with another queen size bed. That gives you a queen size bed downstairs, queen size bed upstairs in the loft. So again, sleeps 4 people. But this one here, if you don't want the queen size bed here, you could do the couch. Okay, you could make this a living room again. So these are all just different designs. The only difference in this one is you've got the larger bathroom and the walk-in tub, and your washing machine, washer dryer is in the bathroom. So basically, I've just organized these a lot differently. If you like a big bathroom, then you might like this floor plan. If you don't care about a big bathroom, then go with the corner floor unit and you have more floor space. All the difference in what you want to be doing here. And those are the 4 floor plans. Get back over here. Those are the 4 floor plans. Or is it 4? Yeah. 4 floor plans that I come up with. And you could probably come up with your own design too. So those can all be built. Every one of those is 8x16, and all of these can be built on this same basic platform that can be used in many different ways, either built standalone unit on a foundation or on a freestanding foundation and deck block, or it can be built on a trailer. Now I'm going to show you how to design these. Okay, I'm going to take you step by step from building one of these right from the ground up in the next lesson. So just follow along. First, go to my website, simplesolarhomesteading.com, up at the top. Get you a copy of this SketchUp. That way you will be able to follow along with the design. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to design one of these. And if you understand how to design them, then you will also have a much better understanding of how they are built. If you understand how framing all goes together and is tied together, then building them is really not that hard to do. Even if you've never built anything before in your life, I guarantee you, if you follow along with these lessons, you're going to understand how these are all constructed and built. So go get you a copy of this, and then click on part 2 of this video, and I will show you how we are going to design our own 8x16 tiny house on wheels, or standalone off-grid cabin, or mother-in-law apartment, or rental unit, or whatever you want to use this for. Okay, let's get going.